Before my trip to Rwanda, I was vaguely aware that it had happened, yet as we drove along the road to the Genocide Memorial at Murambi in southern Rwanda, I was almost embarrassed at my lack of knowledge about what had caused it and how it ended. And out of the 50,000 people that were here, only 6 of them survived. One of them is here with us today. You can see the bullet hole in his head. And he's told us some incredible stories of his escape from here, his 3 days in the mountains, and then his return here only a year later. So it's been an incredible experience for everybody to see what is on this site. I'm told that the layout of the memorial is very similar to one in Jerusalem. It was actually modelled on that. And it just has an incredible impact on everybody that's seen what's here. I'm not sure it's all about bravery. I think some of it's about common sense. And we talked in the last hour about your decision in Sky News not to show the front cover. There's an interview that was, I think, on Adam Bolton's programme earlier, and somebody, I think she was from France, pulled out the cover. She was from the magazine. She was from the magazine, yeah. And you cut away from it and apologised for causing offence. And that's obviously your right to do that. I think a lot of people thought that was a very bad decision to make. The BBC have shown it on 2 or 3 of their programmes. Channel 4 News Channel 4 News. And I think that it's the job of a news organisation to report the news, not to censor it. Leaders of the political parties now all have the same background. They've all been in politics all their lives. That's going to continue. We're going to have a very elite group of politicians who are far removed from the general public. Now, the politicians at the moment say, yes, but we have surgeries and we get all letters, so we're in touch. And to a degree, they've got a point. But nobody out there believes that.
I'm not sure I can cheer you up, really, about it at the moment.
Go on,
We'll try.
It will have lost us votes, it will have lost us our core
at the beginning of this interview,
votes.
you just said you were in favour of gay marriage.
I personally am in favour of gay marriage, but I am not personally in favour of alienating our entire Conservative vote because of it.
There's a simple thing that you can say to anybody who is against gay marriage. If you have a problem with it, don't marry a homosexual. I mean, it's as simple as that. I mean, do you not, as a Conservative, believe in freedom of the individual? I mean, this story in the Sunday Times, and they've done an analysis of the aftermath of Eastleigh, and there's no doubt about it, for the Conservatives it was a disastrous result, and it's no good any Tory MP going on the media pretending otherwise. But the question is what to do about it. Well, the one thing that they shouldn't do is try to out UKIP. They cannot possibly do it. And yet, the evidence in the papers today is that's exactly what they're trying to do. You've got the NHS migrant story, you've got the potential abolition of the European Court of Human Rights.
So they're saying we'll stand firm, we won't change, and then feeding out these right-wing UKIP stories.
And you wonder where they've all come from. They're saying, oh, well, it's just a coincidence that these stories have come out today. Coincidences don't often happen in politics. How on earth can an MP get themselves into that situation when they know that it's wrong to accept money for asking questions, if that indeed is what happened? I just don't understand the mentality of someone who would do that.
Because some are already saying, well, if the coalition had delivered on its promise to have a lobbying bill, this wouldn't have happened.
Well, even then, I suspect things like this will always happen in politics. Wherever there's money and politics together, there are always people who will take advantage of it for whatever reason. But as I say, I think there are going to be a lot of questions asked about a lot of outside interests after this. It's Boris Johnson in this survey. People reckon that he would be fun in bed.
Well, I mean, you know, exactly. I'm desperately trying to hold back on making libelous statements at that point. But I can say that personally, I don't know if Boris Johnson's fun in bed.
Thank God for that. We nearly had a Natalie Bennett moment there, didn't we?
Let me put it
to you all.
You asked about Ed, but you asked specifically about Ed, and I think
this is exactly why Jeremy Corbyn is shown in this Times poll this morning as way ahead of the rest of you, because he's given me a straight answer to a straight question, and the 3 of you can't do that.
I don't think that's the reason why Jeremy's ahead in the poll. I don't think that at all. I think that, you know, we have been through a huge trauma as a party in the defeat, and
if you go like this, you're going to go through another one, aren't you? Because if you can't answer simple questions like that, then you must have given some thought to it.
People want in their leader somebody who is going to be able to apply our values to the world as it is, be a credible government, and not take us back to being an unelectable party of protest.
Right, well, I can see that I'm not going to get an answer out of the 3 of you, so let's move on.